Big changes are shaking up the Social Security system this April. Changes that could impact when you get paid, how you prove your identity, and even how much trust you have in the system that's supposed to protect your retirement. If you're someone who relies on these benefits or knows someone who does, this is not a month to ignore. You'll want to listen closely because what's happening right now could affect not just your wallet, but your peace of mind. In this video, we're going deep into everything you need to know about the April 2025 Social Security updates. We'll cover the payment schedule changes, the new rules for identity verification, and why so many Americans are now doubting the reliability of Social Security more than ever before. Stick with us until the end because this isn't just information. It's essential knowledge that could help you avoid delays, missed payments, or bigger headaches down the road. You're watching Financial Area, where we break down the policies that affect your finances, your future, and your freedom. If you appreciate honest, clear updates with no fluff, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Let's begin with the payment schedule, which may seem routine at first, but small changes can make a big difference when you're budgeting around fixed income. April 1st is the date for Supplemental Security Income, commonly known as SSI. If you're receiving SSI, you should expect that deposit right at the start of the month. No surprises there, but pay attention to the rest of the calendar, especially if your benefit started before May 1997. For that group, payments are scheduled for April 3rd. That's an important distinction, and it's worth double-checking the year your benefits began if you're unsure which category you fall into. Now, for everyone else, your payment date is based on your birth date. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of the month, expect your payment on April 9th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, your check should arrive on April 16th. And if you were born anytime from the 21st to the 31st, your payment is scheduled for April 23rd. It's a staggered system, but it's designed to help the Social Security Administration manage distribution more effectively. Still, if you rely on these funds for rent, medication, groceries, or transportation, knowing your exact date is not optional. It's vital. But payments aren't the only thing changing. One of the biggest shakeups this April is the Social Security Administration's new identity verification process, set to roll out starting April 14th. This is part of a larger effort to modernize the system and crack down on fraud. But for many beneficiaries, especially older adults, it could create more hurdles than help. Under the new rules, beneficiaries will no longer be able to verify their identities by phone when applying for retirement, survivor, or spousal benefits, or even when updating something as simple as their direct deposit information. Instead, you'll need to complete this verification either online through your My Social Security account or in person at a local SSA office. Now, let's be honest, that might not sound like a big deal on paper, but in practice, it's a different story. Many seniors don't have access to reliable internet, and for others, technology can be intimidating. Even if you're tech-savvy, setting up and navigating the SSA's online system isn't always user-friendly. And if your only other option is going to a physical office, that comes with its own set of challenges, especially when many SSA offices are understaffed or located far from rural areas. There are some exceptions to this rule. If you're applying for SSDI, Medicare, or SSI benefits, for example, you can still complete the claims process over the phone. Also, in some cases where fraud is suspected, in-person verification will still be required regardless of the type of benefit. But overall, the move away from phone verification represents a major shift in how the SSA operates, and not everyone is ready for it. And this leads us to something deeper, something that goes beyond payment schedules or login screens. It's about trust. A recent Gallup poll found that more than 52% of Americans have serious concerns about the future of Social Security. That's the highest level of doubt we've seen in 15 years. The system that millions of people count on for retirement, disability, and survivor benefits is increasingly seen as unreliable, confusing, and under pressure. Why is this happening? It's not just about policy, it's about people, or more specifically, the lack of them. The Social Security Administration has lost over 7,000 employees in recent years, including many in IT and support roles. This has had a direct impact on customer service. Wait times on the phone are stretching past 2 hours. Appointments can be backlogged by more than a month. And when people finally do get through, they're often bounced between departments or given conflicting information. This isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. For someone who's already financially vulnerable, one missed payment or one administrative error can have serious consequences. With fewer staff members to handle calls, process claims, or verify identities, the system is struggling to meet demand, and Americans are starting to notice. And while the SSA is trying to improve certain parts of its infrastructure, like encouraging direct deposit as the safest and fastest way to receive benefits, it doesn't solve the root of the problem. Sure, direct deposit is now processed within 1 business day. If you're already enrolled, that's great. But for those who still need to verify their identities before switching banks, the bottleneck remains. Let's also talk briefly about benefit amounts, because there's a lot of confusion surrounding the increase this month. Yes, the maximum monthly retirement benefit is rising to $5,180, but most people will not receive anywhere near that amount. Why? Because to qualify, you would need to have worked at the highest taxable income level for at least 35 years and waited until age 70 to claim benefits. That's a scenario that applies to a very small fraction of Americans. For the majority, the increase feels more symbolic than substantive, especially when inflation and cost of living continue to rise. So where does all of this leave us? It leaves us in a place where staying informed is not just helpful, it's essential. It's the only way to protect yourself, your finances, and your future from being blindsided by a system that's constantly changing. If you've had trouble accessing your benefits, verifying your identity, or even just getting someone at the SSA to answer your questions, you're not alone. And we want to hear from you. Leave a comment below with your experience. Are your payments arriving on time? Have you faced any issues with the new verification process? Your story might help someone else who's going through the same thing. Thank you for watching Financial Area. If this video helped you feel more prepared for the April 2025 Social Security changes, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We'll continue to bring you clear, actionable updates so you're never left in the dark about your money. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.